Back squats. The prime movers for this motion are the gluteus maximus and hamstrings. Starting position. Position the bar at about armpit height on the shoulder rack. Move towards the bar and position the bar at the base of your neck and place your hips and feet directly under the bar. Hand grips. Grasp the bar evenly with a closed, pronated grip with your hands slightly wider than shoulder width. Be sure to keep a stable body and limb position. Raise the elbows to create a shelf with your upper back and the shoulder muscles for the bar to rest on. Extend the hips and knees to lift the bar off of the supporting ledge and take small steps backwards. Position your feet and hips shoulder width apart with your toes pointed slightly outward so that the knees are directly over the feet. Stand with your shoulders back and your head tilted slightly back and protrude your chest up to create a slightly arched back. Downward movement. While maintaining a flat or slightly arched back and high elbow position, start by slowly flexing your hips and knees. Do not round the upper back or lean forward as the bar is lowered. Keep your eyes straight ahead and slightly above the horizontal, and keep your head tilted back slightly. Keep your body weight distributed over the middle and heel area of the feet, and don't allow the heels to rise off of the floor. Keep the knees aligned over the feet and do not let the knees move forward beyond the toes during the descent. Continue the downward movement until you reach your maximum range of motion, which ideally is your hamstrings parallel to the floor or slightly below the parallel. Keep your torso tight and in control, and don't bounce or relax the muscles at the bottom of the movement. Upward movement. Raise the bar under control by extending your hips and knees. Maintain a flat or slightly arched back and high elbow position. As the bar is being raised, do not lean forward and keep your chest proud. Move the bar upward by pushing through the whole foot with the body's weight evenly distributed between the heels and forefoot to keep the foot in contact with the floor and keep your hips under the bar. Do not allow the body's weight to shift forward onto the toes. Your knees should be aligned over the feet and don't allow them to shift inward or outward when they extend. Keep raising the bar at an even rate until the hips and knees are fully extending and the standing starting position is reached. When completing the set, re-rack the bar and keep a firm grip on the bar until both ends are secure and motionless on the rack. Spotting. Stand at opposite ends of the bar with feet shoulder width apart and knees slightly flexed. Both spotters grasp the end of the bar by cupping the hands together with palms facing up. Assist the lifter with the initial lifting and the balancing of the bar. Move sideways with the lifter and then release the bar. Hold your hands 2 to 3 inches below the ends of the bar. As the lifter moves through the motion, keep the cupped hands close to but not touching the bar and maintain a stable body position. When the lifter is ready to re-rack the bar, grasp the bar again and move sideways with them to assist in securing the ends on the rack. Breathing considerations. Inhale while descending during this motion. If you'd like, you can utilize the Valsalva maneuver at the bottom of this lift when lifting heavy weights, and then exhale on your ascent. Some common error techniques are flexing your trunk forward, lifting your heels off of the ground, rounding your back, or having the spotters hold onto the bar throughout the entire movement. Deadlifts. The prime movers for this exercise are the gluteus maximus, the semimembranosus, semitendinosus, bicep femoris, vastus lateralis, vastus intermedius, vastus medialis, and rectus femoris. Standing position. Stand with your feet flat and placed between the hips and shoulder width apart with your toes pointed slightly outward. Squat down with your hips lower than your shoulders and grasp the bar with a closed alternate grip. Place your hands on the bar slightly wider than shoulder width apart outside of the knees with your elbows fully flexed. Place your feet flat on the floor and position the bar approximately 1 inch in front of your shins and over the balls of your feet. Keep a stable body and limb position by maintaining a flat or slightly arched back. Your trapezia should be slightly relaxed and slightly stretched. Keep your chest held up and out. Your head should remain in line with the spinal cord throughout the entire movement. The balls of your feet should remain in contact with the floor with your weight distributed through your heels. Keep your eyes focused straight ahead or slightly above the horizontal. The most common hand grip for this movement is alternating, although some lifters choose to do a pronated grip. Upward movement. Lift the bar off of the floor by extending your hips and knees. Keep your torso to floor angle constant. Do not let your hips rise before your shoulders. Maintain a flat back position. Keep your elbows fully extended and your shoulders over or slightly ahead of the bar. As the bar is raised, keep it as close to your shins as possible. As the bar rises just above your knees, move your hips forward to move the thighs against the bar as it rises above the knees. Continue to extend your hips and knees until your body reaches a fully erect torso position. Downward movement. Allow your hips and knees to flex slowly to lower the bar to the floor. Maintain a flat back position throughout the entire movement. Spotting is not required for this exercise. Your range of motion should be slow, controlled movements with your vertebral column slightly hyperextended at the top of the motion. Breathing considerations. Exhale through the sticking point. Inhale through the easiest part. You should exhale on the upward movement and inhale on the downward movement. Consider using the Valsalva maneuver during your maximal lift. Common errors. Rounding your back, having your arms unequally distributed along the bar before lifting, or allowing your torso to flex forward.
Never over.